President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni attended the official launch of Rt.Hon Raila Odinga's candidacy for the African Union Commission AUC Chairmanship at State House in Nairobi. The event was hosted by His Excellency William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya. In his address, President Museveni addressed the ongoing issue of poverty in Africa, describing it as a significant barrier since 1965 that has hindered the continent's growth and prosperity.
In our humble way, we came by 1965, we had come to the conclusion that the main sickness in Africa, certainly in Uganda, was lack of prosperity. But in order to get prosperity, if that is the main deficiency, what do we need to get it? Now, there was a lot of waste of time on the issue of how to get prosperity. Foreign aid, I don't know what. All that cannot bring prosperity, according to what we discovered. We discovered that in order to ensure prosperity, in Uganda for sure, each adult must engage in the production of a good or a service.
He underscored the necessity of patriotism and Pan-Africanism for Africa's prosperity.
That's where the second principle of our movement comes in. In order to ensure prosperity for Africa, you need patriotism in each country and Pan-Africanism in the whole of Africa. And so on. So therefore, leadership should be part of the socio-economic medicine to analyze what our societies lack and provide a diagnosis.
Expressing his confidence in Raila Odinga, Museveni remarked full support towards the candidature of Raila Odinga on behalf of Uganda because he's a convinced Pan-Africanist.
Before he came, there was a young man from Djibouti. He came. The young man I normally see him that he's a minister. He came and told me that he was the one who was the candidate for Djibouti. Of course, I greeted him well. We took photographs. We had a cup of tea. But I told him, I said, no. After I told him that I was coming here to support Right Honorable Raila because he's a candidate who is fit for this job.
President William Samoei Ruto expressed his heartfelt gratitude to the heads of state who positively responded to his invitation, urging the entire continent to rally behind Mr. Raila Odinga's candidacy.
Raila Odinga possesses the professional capacity and experience, a proven track record of transformative leadership, and a wide experience of accomplishments at the national and regional levels. Furthermore, the Honorable Raila Odinga enjoys a sterling reputation as a zealous Pan-African who has consistently demonstrated a strong faith in Africa's possibilities and exemplary commitment to the cause of laying a robust foundation for Africa's transformation in our time. Kenya endorses his candidature unreservedly. And
Honorable Raila Odinga, addressing the delegation, shared his aspiration for a united and prosperous Africa characterized by peace.
The issues of air transport It's a major challenge in the continent. We were talking about open skies to make air transport easier. Today, traveling across the continent is too expensive. You have to get permits to fly over countries, delaying movements, and make it too expensive. Flying over Europe is much easier than flying over Africa. We need to have a continental air control system within the continent so that people can travel from east to west, north to south without a problem.
He noted that Africa can only thrive through unity, as envisioned by its forefathers by developing infrastructure, eliminating visa restrictions, and facilitating communication and transport, particularly for landlocked countries.
The other one is the issues of visas. My friend Aliko Dangote says that for him to travel across the continent, he needs 35 visas. His French competitor does not need a visa to travel with a French passport in Africa. What a shame. In Europe, you only need a Schengen visa, and you can travel across the entire Europe without a problem. We will also ensure that we reach a stage where we can issue an AU visa and enable people to travel across the continent without much of a problem.
Other notable leaders in attendance included Presidents His Excellency Samia Suluhu of Tanzania, His Excellency Salva Kiir of South Sudan, and others. The African Union Commission was launched in Durban on 9th July 2002 by its first chairperson, former South African head of state Thabo Mbeki, at the first session of the Assembly of African Union. The second of the assembly was held in Maputo in 2003 and the third session in Addis Ababa, now to date with Rt.Hon Raila Odinga as the new chairman. Naguja Serena, NSTV.